It goes without saying that the top spots for soccer simulation are taken by EAFC and, well, the very legacy of Pro Evolution Soccer. But there is another side to look at this popular sport through the lens of gaming. Imagine Rocket League, but instead of cars, we have humans kicking the ball with style. That's Rematch for you, and I think the arcade soccer idea is brilliant, even though it could use a few side dishes to be served later on. Aside from the globally well-known sport, there is one thing that might just click in your head once you play Rematch, and that's Sifu. The character design, gameplay, and even the way they kick shout Sifu at first glance. And that's actually great. It's far away from whatever we've seen from soccer games so far, and it suits the gameplay very well. However, Rematch is still based on soccer, and its relevancy to the real-life sport is kept. Its arcade element has not turned into something that is too hard to learn and too much to digest. The gameplay is simple, fun, and fast-paced, even though it might be a little boring to stay back for the goalkeeping duties. But even in that case, you will become a sweeper, with extra stamina and attack, making it somewhat a 50-50 risk to rush with more power and score or leave the goal vulnerable. The elephant in the room is of course the third-person view. That is the only way you can play a Rematch, and the best you can do is to increase the field of view to 90 from the settings. We have had similar gameplay mechanics in Pro Evolution Soccer and EAFC as different game modes for a long while now, but Rematch is a different story. Here, every player on the field is an online user, and you must actually aim your shots like FPS games but without assistance. Speaking of which, there ain't no such thing as SR, power level, or anything related to elevating your player to shoot harder or gain extra dribbling moves. Since there are no Messi or Ronaldo in this game, adding that is not even necessary, and I think allowing players to rely on their own skill instead of upgrades in a competitive online game prevents pay-to-win problems in a long run. Now, even though there ain't no skill trees to work on, you can still grind for levels. You gain more XP as you play, and by that your account levels up. You reach level 5, unlock rank play, and that's it, for now at least. That's where Rematch could stick some meat to the base game, and while we can ignore the levels and reward system, a few other game modes in this playlist could be great. As of writing this review, Rematch is at its season 0. You can play 3v3, 4v4, and 5v5 with the addition of ranked play that's also 5v5. The more crowded the mode, the less chance you will have to control the ball and fight with teammates. I found the 5v5 like playing soccer in junior high, where it's basically free-for-all with 2 goals. The 3v3 is probably the best, for starters at least, since you'll have more time controlling the ball than chasing it. But the 4v4 is the most balanced, especially if you have good teammates. I'll be fine some. On the other hand, Rematch is a blast to play with your friends. At least you know that they won't ignore you with passes. And if your lobby is too crowded, you can always play against each other in custom matches. As for the overall gameplay, Rematch is way easier to handle than a game like EAFC. There are a ton of dribbling moves to master in a game like FC25, while there are only few in Rematch right now. The R1 RB plus X or A, depending on your controller, is all you need to dribble the opponents. And the goalkeeping is just a matter of good timing and jumping toward the ball. The only skill you must work on is actually shooting toward the goal or precisely hitting the wall for a rebound. Yep, there is no such thing as aim assist or corners and outs in Rematch. Overall, Rematch is a user-friendly arcade soccer game that you can enjoy playing no matter if you're a fan of the sport or not. The basic controls are easy, the aiming might take a bit to master, and the animations are delightful to watch, just like how Sifu was. And for that, we're giving this game an 8.5 out of 10. For more gaming content, make sure to follow the NerdSash YouTube channel and the nerdsash.com.